benefits that that medicinal marijuana has for cancer patients, for pain. Gosh, man, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of psychological, type advances whenever it comes to even what am I trying to think of here, guys? Give me a hand. What is it? When you flip out and you have a seizure? Epilepsy. Yeah, it's not even THC. It's the cannabinoid oil, the CMD oil that comes from the marijuana that they've passed in Texas. That they're going to grow that and use that so that we can use this oil, which has that, like I said, absolutely no, getting high or anything to it. And people take this in a capsule, and it motherfucking keeps them from having epileptic seizures. Why would we not allow that in Texas? And I think we are. The latest research that I've done says that we've got something coming up. We've got to start voting for it to happen before it happens. So it may take us a little while. But yeah, man, if you're like me, watch your kids, man. Watch your grandkids, because we don't want them getting in and on any of these opiates or... See, just talking about it makes me fucking think like I've got that. It's crazy. I haven't taken a pill. I haven't taken any kind of a pill since November of 2001. And how do I remember that? Because the last pills I took, I crashed the shit out of a motorcycle riding wheelies on the street. Ate shit hard. Never taken another pill out of that after that. And actually, I broke my leg that day. Fucking took all the skin off my back. Anyway, it was stupid. I shouldn't be taking handfuls of pills and riding wheelies around the neighborhood for, an industrial park. Not everyone's going to get that lesson. I have learned, that was a blessing. That me bleeding that day and having to shut my shop down early for having a motorcycle crash. And lucky that, everything worked out the way that it did. That it was an awakening, for me not to ever take any more Vicodin. No more Somas, no more, nothing, ever. And I can't tell you that people could just quit cold turkey. You got to get some kind of counseling. You definitely have to have peers around you that believe in you, your friends, your family, and what's sad is that I didn't talk to my family for a long time because my own mother was a big time had to do with pills all the time, with Vicodin and all that. So I just cut them the fuck loose. Anyone that had anything to do with pills, I don't know, for probably 10 years. So if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Okay. But yeah, I'm just saying that, man. Back to what I started talking about this morning, guys. Blackouts. Which, even talking about blackouts, I know that I've had blackouts back in the day. Like, we would each take a handful of pills, me and this chick, hop in the fucking Mustang GT convertible, and go to Dallas. We'd end up in Dallas, got us a bunch of pills, got us a jacuzzi room, yeah. And I remember it distinctly, in Dallas, now that's 289 miles away from where we left. Drove 289 miles, right? I remember being in this room in Dallas, and somebody knocking on the door and asking, "Is that y'all's Mustang sitting down there running?" And this is 5 or 6 hours after we checked into the hotel. So I guess we pull into the hotel, we get our bags out of a Mustang GT convertible, leave it sitting there running for 5 hours. And then when they came up and told us that, the chick that I was with was in the fucking jacuzzi asleep, right? Bad sign. And I was fucking nodding out in a chair or something like that. I don't even remember. See, that's the thing. Those are these these fucking blackouts, you don't remember what's going on during the blackout. That's what's fucked up. You get from Houston to Dallas, and then 5 hours after that is whenever my memory would pick back up. Ooh. But what happens on alcohol, and you can go back on the, what was it? Oh, fuck, man. The last show that I did, I explained, what happens during your brain, and you've got this heba-gooba-gaba gland, right? That when you consume a lot of alcohol fast, see, haven't found any research pertaining to opiates or pills or anything like that. But I can tell you that whenever you drink fast, and something I didn't bring up on the last show is that women way, way, way more susceptible to blacking out. And this is because their body doesn't produce something that keep that from happening. The only way to prevent from blacking out, to keep from blacking out, don't drink a lot of alcohol in a small amount of time, and make sure that you've had plenty, you've had some good food. You got some good food in your system whenever you do decide to partake in some adult beverages. Make sure that you got a little food in your stomach. And also, if you're a female, you're way high. You're like 40% more susceptible to blacking out because your little body doesn't produce, I don't remember what it's called, but something like us big dudes do. Big dudes. Somebody said something about the cashier at she couldn't reach my Copenhagen, and she had to climb the ladder to get it yesterday, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I said, we don't need to know what's on top of the refrigerator at all, do we? I said, there could be a fucking gold brick or $1 million up there. Yep, we'd never know. But, yeah, again, that's a blessing too, dude. You gotta look at the glass as always being half full. I went on to Plenty of Fish for 3 or 4 days before it scared the shit out of me, and I thought I was going to be attacked, raped, kidnapped, and harvested organs, and my head found in someone's freezer, right? That was after 4 days. I said, fuck this. Can't do Plenty of Fish, right? But, okay, what were we talking about, Flip? Plenty of Fish. Thanks, Flip. Back to square one, right? No, fucking, yeah. So, Plenty of Fish, 3 days. Scares the shit out of me 4 days. I'm like, fuck this. I gotta get out of here, right? I'll go to the grocery store and say, you smell nice. Whatever. You know what I mean? I'll come up with something. I do not mind approaching a female on my own. And guess what? The real world? Okay, because look, a lot of this shit's fake. You never know what the fuck you're really gonna find online until after you find it. Craziness. Oh yeah. So back, like, yeah, on Plenty of Fish. There were a couple of girls that were just like, only guys over 6 foot. Only guys over 6'2". And that's like, fuck, that's cool. And I'm thinking, that's weird. You never hear a guy like I only date girls that are under 5'3". No, I'm sorry. You're too fucking tall. Only date girls under 5'3". You don't hear that much, do you? As a matter of fact, you see plenty of, like, the little rich guys, the little rich old guys that look straight into their wife or girlfriend's titties. That's about how tall they are, And they're happy as hell. I pray to be that old man someday. I'm kidding. But the point is it was like, with that kind of discrimination, you are probably cutting yourself off to some pretty awesome guys. And I'm not saying, that's the thing. I've never had like a Napoleon complex. I'm 5'7"-ish. So 5'7.5" with my shoes. 5'8" with my shoes on. But what the fuck, man? I've never looked at it as like, a hindrance or a curse or something bad. I've always thought that they're different size people for a reason. You know what I mean? And I think different size, I mean, not a super big dude and a super tall girl sometimes is pretty cool, right? I don't mind climbing up. Look at that go! No, I was there. But no, I don't know. That the point is that one of the things that kind of got to me talking about not knowing what's on top of the refrigerator and not caring, right? I'm a little vertically challenged in life, relating with the lady at the Buc-ee's or whatever. Loves at the new Loves, Carl's Jr. Man, fucking trying to eat right, everything, not trying, doing. You know what I mean? No excuses. Eating right and everything. Fucking just opened a Carl's Jr. about 2 miles away from the studio here. So yeah, it's bad. I've already had 2 of their burgers. It's not in my. Let's have to do extra push-ups. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that there's discriminate. I mean, women that are like, I'll only date, and they see the thing too. That I did notice, I could totally understand if you're a female volleyball player, right? And you're a 6-footer, or you're 5'11", or you're a model, you're 5'11", you're 6 foot. These girls don't care. These are not the ones that are putting in their ad that they're not going to date anyone under 6'2", right? The tall girls, they don't give a fuck. They'll date short dudes all day long. I don't get it. I have gone out with tall girls. I like it. I don't know. I don't get it. You see a lot of, what was his name? But you see a lot of, like, Hollywood guys with their wives. And not just that they're really attractive, tall females. You could tell a lot of them are really happy. And I'm trying to think of a real example, and it would be, Mel Brooks. Was it Mel Brooks' wife? Like, a lot taller than him, and they were just happy. And there's another, dang it, I can't think of his name, a super funny comedian. Kind of reminds me of Bernie Sanders, the way he talks and stuff. Come on, what's his name? Flip, come on, old comedian. Poofy hair. But anyway, he had a really hot, tall wife. And I mean, and I'm saying this because they were happy. She didn't give a fuck, he didn't give a fuck. So, I just thought it was kind of funny that, there are certain women that just say, hey, if you're under 6'2", you can't ride this ride. And I didn't see a whole lot of dudes saying, hey, I only date women that are, if you're over 5'2", then fuck, you're too tall to ride this ride. Can't have that. What I did see, volleyball players and models don't give a fuck about how tall their boyfriend or their date is. But the short girls do. I think that's what it is. The short girls want a dude that can just palm them and put them up on his shoulder or something. But some of the little girls are the ones that I think, like, they make me feel big. This is so cool, man. She's only 5'2" or 5'3". An inch shorter than me makes me feel big, right? If she's 5'6", I feel big. But I'm not real. I mean, you know what I mean? But the point that I'm saying is that these girls that are 5 foot tall, 4'11" and shit are the ones that say they only date 6'2"ers. So maybe they think that compensates for, I don't know, maybe in primitive times, whenever you dated somebody that was 1/4 your size, they automatically got to ride up on your shoulders and you could see better. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Never really tried to figure it out. Oh, man. But I can tell you that we're blessed to be alive today. It looks like it's warming up. It's up to getting close to 60 now, and it's going to get up to close to 70 today, guys. We started out the day at 40-something to high 40s. Oh. So, yeah, I mean, what do you do? I guess there's all kinds of fucking stuff going on with, what? I mean, is it just me? I honestly feel like all of this marching that's going on is really just kind of